Hey, Sexy Phil, you don't know me from Adam. Angry old fat man here. And that was a great video you put on. I like that. I'm dropping the persona for a little while because you ask a really good question. The question being, what was the greatest moment or best moment of your entire life? Having been, I'm 40 years old, and I've been through a lot in those 4 decades. You have a lot of high points and low points when you're this old. Right now, there's 3 main events that come into mind when I think about the best moments in my life, and that would be the day I got married and the birth of my 2 children. And you can't really rank those. I mean, because there's a lot of love and a lot of anxiety and all kinds of things that go along with those particular events. So instead of trying to pick one of those 3 big time events out of my life, I'm going to share one of the more moving events of my life, one of the more bittersweet ones. One of the days that I had that I realized that it was the worst day and the best day at the same time because of how profound it was to the way I thought. Like I said, when I got married, that was one of the high moments. Unfortunately, about 3 years after I got married was one of the very low moments. My wife's parents passed away, my in-laws. Her father went first, and then 3 months afterwards her mother did. But it was the first one, her father, the one that made me come to this particular moment I'm about to describe. Now, I have to set this up. I'm come from the South, as you could probably guess from my accent. We have little rituals and little things that we do in the South that you rarely see anywhere else. It's from the old country type of stuff. One of the things is we pull over to the side of the road. This is small town Southern. This is not big city Southern, which is practically not Southern. Whenever there's a funeral procession, we pull over to the side of the road and we pay our respects. Now, when I was a little boy, and my mother and father would do this, and I was in a hurry to go, I don't know, skating or somewhere else to do little boy things. I didn't understand why that was, it was a pain. Why are we stopping off the side of the road? Why are we doing, why bother with that sort of thing? I mean, it's just a bunch of cars going by. My father-in-law, a very religious man, very well loved in the community. He, well known, very well known. He was known for being kind of a rascal before that, of course, until he had his conversion. And, but he was very well loved. Well, when my wife's father died, we made all the funeral arrangements, and the day of the funeral came, and we get in the family car, and in the procession, and we start going down the road, and I see people pulling over, and then I realize who they were doing it for. They weren't doing it necessarily for the person in the hearse. They were doing it for the family in the family car behind the hearse, showing them that this person that you're following is very well loved, and you're very well loved. Thank you, Sexy Phil.